Hey, this is Andrew with 11 Trees. Wanted to give you a quick run through of Canopy, 11 Trees' new solution for discussion forum engagement and analytics in the Canvas LMS. So I'm going to start out with a view that should be quite familiar to you if you're watching this video. That is the discussion experience inside of Canvas. And I'm an instructor in this course. I can see the week 2 discussion. It has a due date. It's got a description that was provided to students, and it's got already quite a lot of activity, including some videos, replies, busy, engaged conversation, which is great. I could also flip over to SpeedGrader if I wanted to go more one by one, perhaps use rubrics to assess and grade and provide feedback. All of that's great. We saw a large gap, though, from an instructor's point of view doing this kind of work. And that's why we've created Canopy, which is a web app that uses Canvas's fantastic APIs to take all the discussion data from a course and transform it into an instructor-centric experience. And so what you're seeing here is my matching Canopy account. I'm logged into the same Canvas and I've chosen the same course. The course is in Canopy, come right through the Canvas API, so that the courses that I'm teaching. And my default view is a table or spreadsheet-like view of the entire course's discussion activity. So I've got a row for each student in the course. I've got their Canvas ID, should I want to export this data and match it up with other data. I've got some summary wisdom about the student overall across all the discussions in the course. When was their last response? When did I last reply to them? And you can see these columns are all sortable. I've also got a column dedicated to capturing student replies to me that I haven't yet responded to. And I can sort to find the 2 students who have replied to me that I haven't yet replied to, should I want to engage them either through discussions or a Canvas message or an email. Then the heart of this is the actual discussions in the course. And they are organized in by due date in chronological order. You might have noticed that week 3 looks a bit odd because it comes before week 1 and week 2. That's simply to illustrate that the due date, the assignment date, is driving the ordering here. So week 3 actually has a due date earlier than week 1 and week 2 in this example, just to give us a view into how things are organized. So as you're probably getting the idea, this is a big spreadsheet essentially, and I can focus on a particular student and discussion. The first number in each row is the number of posts. The second number is the number of replies. And so Canopy is designed to help me zoom around, take a peek at what students are up to. Perhaps towards the end of the course, I can use the columns towards the end to see the total number of posts from a student, the total words that that student has authored. And again, I can sort, export the number of late posts, late as determined by the Canvas assignment due date and the student's first post to that discussion. So in this case, I can see there is 1 late. And you may have noticed as I was in the middle of the spreadsheet that this particular student was marked in red. We're very careful with the use of red, but in this case it's warranted. This discussion has a due date. The student posted 4.4 days late, and so there's an asterisk and the color red to indicate that this student was late to this particular post. You can see in this case actually the student had an attachment, so those come through to Canopy. If I go back and sort by student, we'll see in here that if the student had embedded a video, that will come through and I could reply. As you'll see, watch the video right here from inside of Canopy if the video is set up that way. So trying to give instructors a very, very fast, elegant way to zoom around all of the discussions in the course and most importantly, help them decide where to invest their precious time engaging students. So this is the overall view. The only other view in Canopy right now is a drill down into a particular discussion. So if I was focused on week 1, I can go into a simpler view and have a column that is again sortable. So number of posts, these first 3 students haven't yet posted anything. Number of replies, average word count for the student in this particular discussion, and I can go back up to the course summary. Once you log into Canopy and initiate the sync through Canvas's APIs, this data is all local, which is what makes Canopy so fast. So as I'm zooming around, the responsiveness is fantastic. It's very fast to use. All that data is local. You're not waiting on round trips as you move from discussion to discussion. So that's a bit of a view of the overview and the data that you're getting. As you probably noticed, the coolest thing about Canopy is the ability to reply to students from inside of Canopy itself. So if you perhaps were identifying this student, Alva, you wanted to reply, you could pop up and not only see what the student wrote, in this case Alva, but also that Alva was replying to Herbert, and this is what Herbert had written. So you get the context around which you might be replying. I also get a reminder of what discussion it is, what that discussion was asking for, and the due date. Before I actually type a response here and we send it off to Canvas, which is going to happen behind the scenes, you also have the choice to certainly to reply, which is just like typing into the discussion in Canvas, but I can also message the student privately through the Canvas inbox, or even if the student has an email address as part of their Canvas account, I could pop up an email and reply to the student. So maybe I'm reading through what they wrote and I decide this isn't something I want to put out in public in a discussion forum, and I'd like to send it to them privately. Instead of having to go over to the Canvas inbox and create a message or go to email, I can do it right from here. So let's just grab some text, put a little note at the top. We're replying to Alva. Not enough Alvas in the world anymore. And I can go down and hit reply if I wanted to with my mouse, but we can also do Control Enter, hotkey, and zoom, off goes that reply. I come back to my discussions in Canvas, hit refresh so that we can see that the most updated, most recent discussion is week 3. If I jump into it, it's at 9:04. And there's our reply to Alva. Came from Canopy through the Canvas APIs and straight into Canvas. So that's a quick overview. There's some other bits and bobs to this, certainly, and we see a lot of opportunity to bring more data, more analytics to this experience, again, to help instructors engage students. But that's a good zoom through. Canopy is very, very easy for your Canvas administrator to connect. It takes about 3 minutes to securely connect Canopy so that you can log in with your Canvas credentials and use it. We offer a 30-day free trial. Our pricing is very transparent, straightforward, and easy to understand, and we think quite affordable. So hopefully you can explore that, bringing it to a part of your institution or all of it sooner rather than later. So thanks for taking a look, and please be in touch with any questions that you may have at 11trees.com. Take care.